Well, Nicole wanted me to open up with a one-liner, so here goes. Have you ever tried to live a life to please other people? This is what happened to me, up until I realized that this is not what makes me happy. Hello, everyone. Again, my name is Erica Stevens, and I'm 18 years old. I was born in Cape Breton and raised with 2 older sisters. Oh, rats. Well, there goes that sentence. It must have like automatically deleted or something. I really deleted a whole paragraph. Well, anyway, before I used to really love God, and like I used to go all this stuff like to retreats. And I was really known in my community for being very spiritual and faithful to God. I was the kind of girl who didn't care what others thought of me. If someone ever judged me for being a follower of Jesus, it didn't bother me. I always stuck to what I knew was true. I had a community of followers of Christ at home. It made me feel as if I wasn't the only one. When I finally turned 18 and was in the process of moving away, I was thinking, this is cool. I can start from scratch. New friends, new atmosphere, being free, and on my own. Sounded like $1 million if you ask me. When I moved away, I started losing who I really was, and it didn't really affect me at first. I wasn't praying as much. I wasn't going to church. Even all the friends I've just made didn't know I was living out a relationship with God. It was fun at first, but those 4 months really did take a toll on my life. I didn't realize how stressed I was. School was too much of an overload, and things were just not going as smooth as life used to be. I put everything first and put God last. I didn't have that community I used to have home. The atmosphere I was in here was just all about the partying, and it felt like no one would understand me. It struck me that this is not who I truly was. I realized how life was before. The main thing I had in my life before was God. So I tried pulling myself back together. I wasn't so happy with where I was in life. I saw how my life was before when I had God at the center, and I decided to do something about it. I prayed that things would come together like they were before. After this, I tried to pulling myself back together. I looked for a Catholic mass and started going. Started praying a bit more and reading my Bible. And it hit me. This is who I was really called to be as a Catholic. After I came back from Christmas break, I was lying in bed one night, and I started praying and to ask God if He would give me something to help me bring back my strong faith that I had before. And I really didn't think that anything was going to happen like instantly. But ironically, just a few days later, I was walking the hall at SMU with a friend, minding my own beeswax, and I seen one of those survey tables. I told my friend, like, oh my God, let's keep walking. And I kept, keep walking, and I walked back alone. Oh, and they're still there. I had this feeling inside me that I had to stop, so I thought to myself, what would Jesus do? I usually don't stop for anything like that, so I was like, oh, I guess it's their lucky day. Little did I know, it was a CCO table, and had a great chat with a little angel named Emily. And she asked if I would go to a retreat that weekend. Well, it said Catholic, so I was like, cool, I should trust him since I'm Catholic and stuff. So I went not knowing anyone. And I'm so happy I decided to go. I met a community of followers of Christ like the ones I had back home. The weekend strengthened my faith again with God, and I got to meet amazing people, which now I call my friends. Felt like I was back to whom I was. I would never been this happier before, and I'm blessed that God put me through what He put me through. I'm more confident to say that living life without God is my number one. Oh, there's the other half that was missing. We'll just pretend it never happened. I give my whole life to the Lord. It wasn't an easy decision for me, because sometimes we just want to be the king of our own lives when why should we when we really have a God? It took me a lot of courage to figure this out, but in time I realized that this is what we as humans are called to do, to trust in the Lord and accept that everything that He offers you. If you try to live your life to please people, you won't completely be happy with yourself. I challenge you to be yourself and to trust in the Lord and to make Him your number one. He has created you to be you and not to be anyone else. He put each and every one of us on earth for a reason, and there is another you. Thank you and God bless.